The City of Seattle Acceptable Worksites Policy is a set of standards, expectation for conduct on city construction project sites that fosters a safe, inclusive job site for all workers. At its core, an acceptable worksite is free from discrimination, bullying, harassment, including sexual harassment, hazing, or other unacceptable or unlawful behavior, particularly those based on race, immigration status, religious affiliation, gender identity, or sexual orientation.
An acceptable worksite is inclusive. It's a place where I don't have to think twice about how I'm going to phrase something, so I'm not going to be made fun of or harassed because I didn't use the right terminology. It's a place where people value each other as individuals and as workers for what they bring to the table every day.
Acceptable worksites represents the same expectations that most humans would want to have on a daily basis, how you want to be treated, regardless of where you sit, whether you're in an office building 20 stories up or whether you're on a work site 20 stories up. I think the expectations of being treated fairly, humanely, equally is what we all try to achieve, and I think Acceptable Worksites tries to promote that and try to preserve that ability to have that expectation fulfilled.
It's important for the contractors to understand the requirements for acceptable work sites. So whether that be language or how people are being treated, both customers nearby and their internal workforce, we are out there on site overseeing their work and making sure that the contractor is following what's in the contract as it relates to acceptable work sites.
As a partner with the City of Seattle, contractors of each tier, so contractors and their subs, must ensure an appropriate, productive, and safe environment for all workers.
Companies that bid on city projects need to know that acceptable work sites are an integral part of the contract. One, that it is in the contract itself in the terms and conditions, and it is something that the city actively monitors throughout the whole duration of the contract.
To help maintain an acceptable worksite, contractors and all workers participate in job site training. This training includes group training and job box talks provided by the City of Seattle and other partners. Other responsibilities include notifying employees of the standards and protections against unsafe conditions, integrating preventative measures such as training on how to manage difficult situations into their broader training program, ensuring worksite assignments that promote positive mentoring and worker guidance, reporting and resolving any violations of the acceptable worksite policies to the City Purchasing and Contracting Services or the Seattle Police Department as appropriate, and working with them to resolve any complaints, violations, or safety concerns. The City of Seattle will investigate all complaints and work with the appropriate parties to develop a corrective action plan. The City of Seattle prohibits retaliation against any worker bringing a complaint or assisting in the investigation of a complaint. Contractors are responsible for preventing retaliation, even if it occurs beyond the boundaries of the worksite. As a business owner committed to maintaining a safe, respectful job site, it's likely you will see increased efficiency and productivity, which will assist in completing the job on time and under budget. You will attract talent through a culture of inclusion and support rising workforce diversity.
Acceptable worksites are going to be even more important as the demand for the workforce increases. As we grow new people into that workforce, as the industry grows, laying that groundwork for acceptable worksites now will help it become the norm of the future.